Hey guys, it's Fred. Here's an interesting video. We'll talk on the other side.
May have occurred in the investigative process from the patrol standpoint and within the Detective Bureau assigned out in Tamarack. And that's why we're here. We're here to give you some clarity. For many of you in the room, you've been with me in this room for the last 6 years. And if you think back to 2019, one of the things I told this community was that when I know, they will know. And that this agency will remain a transparent and accountable organization, not just when we're doing things great, but when we come up short. And I'm going to start with that. It is clear, based on the preliminary information I've been able to acquire so far from our investigators within the Office of Inspector General and Internal Affairs, we fell short on this one. We fell short in a response in terms of how some of the patrol personnel had documented certain facts related to calls going back to December. It's clear that some of the investigative practices conducted by detectives was also a shortfall. And so as we're continuing to gather more facts on this, I'm going to end up back in front of this camera. Make no mistake about it. Because I want to make sure this community continues to trust us and know that when we get this stuff wrong, people are going to be held accountable, and I'm going to step up and own every bit of it. So that's where we are at with this. Currently, there are 7 members, 7 total, that had some involvement with this investigation that are out on suspension right now on administrative leave until we can come to a final course of action in terms of this investigation. 1 is a lieutenant, 2 sergeants, and 4 deputies. Again, that's 1 lieutenant, 2 sergeants, 4 deputies. If you need names and things of that nature, you can get that from Vita after the conference. This is as short as I can get, and I'll roll over, and I think it's probably going to be more appropriate to take a few questions if I can. Keep in mind, I cannot disclose or start talking about the homicide investigation, and there's minimum things that I can present in terms of the internal affairs. We'll start here.
Sheriff, we have been told that Barry Angel sought help from the Tamarack unit.
I'm not going to cover the entire news conference, but there's 7 police officers in Florida that are now suspended. And guys, that's what I talk about all the time. 1 strike and you're out. And that's the way it should be. Evidently, this is a homicide case that a lot of things were falsified or went wrong. It doesn't matter if it's a homicide or a DUI case. If an officer lied, if an officer fabricated evidence, if an officer was anything other than professional, that's it. 1 strike, you're out. And that is the only way to ever clear up the issues and the problems that we've got going on right now in law enforcement agencies across the United States, not just here in Kentucky, everywhere. And it has become a gladiator, a knight. Used to be Sheila used to call me said, I don't have a knight in shining armor, but I've got a cop in a bulletproof vest. And we thought that was funny, but these guys got this gear on, this protective gear, outside the body armor, and all the weapons that you could wear on your duty belt that we wore for years, but they put these vests on that gives them some type of inferiority, whatever, how you pronounce the word I'm looking for. So bottom line is, until we get administrators like this and they dismiss these officers and charge these officers criminal when they do something and kick them to the curb, we're going to continue to have the problems that we're having now. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please like, subscribe, and share. And we'll have videos coming out regularly. Thanks.